Severe thunderstorms to impact much of eastern and southeastern Australia in the coming days, from central Queensland down into northern Victoria. Now what's driving that is a low pressure system across South Australia, and we can clearly see that here on the water vapour loop. We can also see the explosions of colour across South Australia and Queensland, and that's the severe thunderstorms that developed yesterday and last night, and that's continuing again today through parts of Queensland and New South Wales. Looking at some of those falls yesterday, we saw widespread 50 to 70 millimetres around the Woomera and Lee Creek area, and that's caused multiple road closures there. Also around the Emerald area, we saw some pretty heavy falls where Emerald itself had 135 millimetres, their wettest October day on record. Now looking at some of the flood watches and warnings, and there is a lot, particularly our warnings right now, we have major flood warnings for many rivers across New South Wales and northern Victoria, and that includes the Murray, and it's these areas that we are concerned later in the week and into the weekend, as additional rainfall is likely to lead to renewed river level rises. But we also have in the areas of purple widespread flood watches across parts of South Australia and southern and central parts of Queensland, while in New South Wales, multiple flood watches on and west of the ranges in New South Wales, as additional rainfall here is likely to lead to multiple rivers experiencing moderate to major flooding in the coming days. Now looking at that rainfall to come, we can see widespread rain and thunderstorm activity today across parts of Queensland and New South Wales, and severe thunderstorm warnings are already current for some areas. Now as we move into tomorrow, a very slow movement of this system will lead to another day of widespread rain and thunderstorm activity, with severe thunderstorms likely with large hail, damaging winds and heavy to very heavy rainfall. And on Friday, it's almost a rinse and repeat, where we see another round of widespread rain and thunderstorms extending from southeast Queensland, much of New South Wales, Victoria, and even down into Tasmania, where areas could once again see severe thunderstorms across much of eastern parts of the country. Now looking at total rainfall for our flood affected areas, we're likely to see widespread 25 to 50 millimetres over the next 4 days, but we could see some even heavier falls across inland southeast parts of Queensland and also northeastern parts of New South Wales, inland northeast parts of New South Wales I should say, with widespread falls of 50 to 100 millimetres possible, and we could even see isolated falls in excess of 100 millimetres, especially with thunderstorms. So this part of the world is definitely on flood watch, as you saw earlier, and we could see some severe thunderstorms over multiple days causing some issues there. So if you live anywhere across our flood affected areas of Victoria, New South Wales and southern Queensland, remember to stay up to date with the latest forecasts and warnings via our website, app and social media, and listen to all advice from emergency services.